Hello everyone and welcome to another raid video. So, update 4.30. The biggest one they have possibly ever done. Is it the best? We're going to check the news and then we are going to maybe have a few videos going into each different thing. I want to do an arena video. We're going to look at what Plarium have given us to work with, because this is exciting. So, update brings improvements to some existing features, along with a few quality of life improvements. But the real meat of this update lies in the newly added team setup options. Saved teams and skill instructions. So, save teams and skill instructions when in the team selection interface before any battle. Hit the team setup button to create saved teams of champions and give those champions skill instructions. Saved teams let you save pre-selected teams of champions that can quickly be chosen to use in a battle. Skill instructions allow you to give champions and save teams specific instructions as far as A1, A2, A3. So save teams, you're just going to have a button in the corner, then you can select that, and if you have made a team, for instance Arbiter, Lysandra, and a couple of nuclears or a decreased defense, they will come up, able to put them in. Quite nice. Or if you've got a dragon team, if you've got Ice Golem team, whatever, spider team, multiple, you'll be able to utilize all of them really easy. Since the save teams, you're able to create two groups of save teams, one for PvP, like classic arena and tag, one for PvE, such as dungeons. You can save up to 10 teams in each of these groups. So, it's quite good that we have 10 for each, because we kind of thought that we would get 10 for everything, and we discussed it. It was actually on the SAF's podcast that it wasn't going to be enough. So the fact that we can save 10 teams for PvE, which are just kind of dungeons, could be Doom Tower as well, and 10 for arena and tag arena, that gives you plenty to work with to kind of tune your teams, because you can now change their AI. So 10 in each group is really good. We're getting kind of what we deserve. This is looking really good so far. Skill instructions work by allowing you to override the default AI. Thank God, because some champions are stupid. And then you can put them however you want them to be. So, default. A skill with this instruction is used according to the champion's standard AI. Means if you put it on default, it's basically just how that champion is. It's just if it's Ceres, for instance, she won't be breaking your defense and your attack first. She'll do it second because her AI is kinda crappy. Don't use a skill with this instruction, will never be used throughout a battle, which could be good for Spider, could be good for Doom Tower, could be good for all types of places. If you don't want that to use that move, be it detrimental effects, or if it's going to mess the team up, or if you're wanting to go for a speed run, that can help also. First, second and third choices. These define each skill's priority from highest to lowest. First choice skills will be used whenever they are available, while second will be used whenever a champion's first is unavailable, and then the third will be used whenever the second, and so on. So it's good that we can kind of prioritize. We can go A3, maybe just go for the A1. Or if it is first, second, third choices, it would be A3, A2, A1 depending, or A2, A3, A1. We've got a lot of flexibility here with that. So there's so much champions that were kind of not used anywhere are now super viable. Those are the main priorities, and they can be assigned to any active skill, but they can't be assigned to default skills or passives. So obviously, because your A1 and passive is just how they are. However, there is an additional instruction that will supersede any other instructions for a single turn opener. A skill with this instruction will be used the first time that champion gets a turn in the first round of a battle. After that, it goes to how you've got it set. So if you've got a champion, or if you've got a team that you want a certain move to be used first before the AI changes kick in, you can do that. It can be assigned to any non-passive skill, along with any other instruction. For example, a skill can be set to both don't use and opener, in which case that skill will be used on that champion's first turn, but will then be ignored, which is quite good. So if you're just looking to do a a one-off before you go to a different move to help your team, you can. It will save you time, save you bother. It will save your team getting messed up if you're trying to tune it a specific way. Note, you can only give skill instructions to saved teams and to those champions set in your arena defense teams. Check out the in-game guide, hit the information icon within team setup for more details, which we will do. So clan versus clan. The personal rewards is an interesting one. So clan versus clan is kind of, people like it, people hate it. I participate, and normally I get super sucked into it. It's like, I think I'm partially OCD, because for that 36 hours, I'm constantly thinking, what can I do? And I shouldn't, but everybody's different. So CVC tournaments with personal rewards. From now on, we're going to launch CVC tournaments with personal rewards as a separate edition of CVC tournaments. This means going forward we'll have some standard CVC tournaments without individual rewards, and some tournaments with individual rewards added. Okay, there will be 6. It's interesting to see how this kind of works out. There will be 6 personal reward tiers. Each player's personal reward tier depends on the number of points they earned in the previous CVC tournament that had personal rewards. There will be 10 milestone rewards in each tier, and players will only be eligible to receive personal rewards if their clan wins the CVC matchup. So yeah, we'll have to see how the clan versus clan things work out. The rewards, I'm not hugely bothered by it. I mean, depending upon what the rewards are, depending on how much points you can put up, and yeah, it's a bit interesting, but it's not really doesn't excite me too much. Playtime rewards though have now changed according to your level, so no longer do we have really crappy rewards, and it's better. So levels 1 to 30, no changes. You will still get 7,500 silver, one lesser potion, and 20k. If your level is from 31 to 50, which is decent, you get 12,000, one greater arcane potion, and 30,000 silver. Level 50 or higher is 20,000 silver, 2 greater arcane potions, and 55,000 silver. Personally, they should have 70 or 80 level higher, and that should be like 100k, a couple of superior potions, and 200k, something like that, because 20k, 55k, it's actually not that interesting. It's not too great, but it is a good addition. They've been asking for that for a long time, so I mean, if you can get something out of Plarium, you're better taking it. So visual effects, this is the champion and battle fixes. What do I have? Visual effects added to affinity breaker set, cool. Fixed how Gorlos Helmut is displayed in the index. Improved the lighting effects on the Doom Tower bosses. Fixed Urost. Chinese avatar. Fixed champion movement animations that triggered after damage is taken, while champions were either running or already dead. Fixed errors that occurred when battling against the Celestial Griffin using champions. Poison, bomb or haste reaper debuffs, as well as continuous heal buffs. Okay, champions that can self-revive using their own skills will no longer waste. Okay, that could be interesting. Torso Helm comes to mind. Buffs or debuffs that cannot be removed by enemies will also cannot be affected or removed by allies, or the caster or recipient of the buff debuff. This affects Marquis, Paralyzing Bolt's Ascended skill, and Umbral Enchantress Undying Evil skill, so she will Umbro gives herself unkillable. So if that can't be interfered with, it's good. Marquis, I'm not too sure. I think she gets an extra turn and then that's maybe it. I know I farm her ass a lot, but don't know much more than that. I fixed a bug that meant skills that have level upgrades that increase the heal percentage. We're not taking the upgraded heal amount into account. Zavia, don't have Zavia, but she'll use Deadly Catalyst skill and auto, which is okay. Stun debuffs will no longer be placed by the Griffin's Fair and passive skill, or a champion with the masteries that decrease a turn meter after the attack has finished. Anti-Priest Brogni's Redoubt passive skill will now reflect the damage and heal allies correctly, which is good because she was a bit broken. Immunity artifacts now activate at the start of the round before debuffs can be placed. That's how it should be. It's immunity. We have fixed a visual bug that affects freeze debuffs placed by Tormund, and Kreela used her blinding glow skill to team up with allies against Tormund. Okay. Kreela Witch Arm's allies now team up correctly if the blinding glow skill triggers a counter attack. Fixed an error in tag arena battles that resulted in the game freezing. Okay, Black Knight's passive now works as intended. Okay. Additional HP now displayed correctly when Rotos kills an enemy. Nice, because that's kind of been wonky for a while, but I have Rotos and I use that move all the time, so that's fantastic. Fixed a sound error that occurred when Dracomorph used the Seeping Pain skill against the Celestial Griffin. Okay, fixed a bug that caused the game to freeze after summoning Frenchie. Interesting. Vogos Festering Dynamo passive skill is no longer triggered by the Bulwark and Selfless Defender masteries. Okay, that's good. Enemy max HP is now decreased correctly when I destroy art. Nice. Okay, I like that. Fixed a bug that resulted in the camera returning to the location. Yeah, that bug happened. I have, I think, 1 or 2 videos that basically you don't see anything. It's like getting the worst seats at a basketball game. So all you can do is hear stuff. Block revive effects placed by the clan boss after 50th turn can no longer be removed. Fixed a bug that caused the game to freeze when Inquisitor Shamael fought against another spider, and Whisper's charged assault skill now correctly places increased crit rate, sorry. So we have game enhancement experiences and other fixes. Champion names, I mean, yeah, that's so. A quick travel option has been added, starting from level 50. So yeah, if you're in campaign, grinding, if you click on campaign, it automatically goes back to the previous one you were on. I'm pretty sure with dungeons it may do the same. Added an interface to quickly jump to the progress missions directly from Remand 2. I mean, okay, total team power will now be shown in the battle and battle log tabs. Cool. Added an option to keep auto battle on by default. Yeah, if you're doing 3v3 arena, we need that. Sorting by rank is now the default sorting option, I know, and I like it. A new sorting option by rarity has been added to the collection, the tavern and all battle modes. Okay, I'm pretty sure by rarity, no sorry, by rarity, okay, something has been added to the collection, the tavern, rarity, that's interesting, okay, that's good. I'm pretty sure it was there before, but fixed a visual bug with the tag team progress, but on iOS. The progress of the craft 10 artifacts at the forge using the ranked charms mission is now calculated immediately upon completion. Fixed a bug caused players who are not currently in clans to be unable to see the tournament. Fair enough. Red dot indicator won't display in the Bastion. Yeah, fix red dots. Just fix red dots because they're so annoying, bloody annoying. And they're still happening to this day. The progress of the deals 75 million damage to the Demon Lord Nightmare will be calculated correctly after changing clans. Tournament UI, when there are more than 15 clan members. No screen scrolling now works correctly, smoothly. Okay. A clan boss key tooltip when they'll be shown in the inbox after tapping on the item. So basically, they've done a lot for us. There are some interesting things in here. If you're playing, be sure to read through it. It's extremely interesting. And there's a lot more to look into. There's a lot more that I can kind of go over in one video. So what we're going to do is, we're going to just leave that here. Expect videos. We'll be going into Arena. We're going to look through all these things that have been changed. We're going to point some out. We're going to see if they're good or bad. And yeah guys, update 4.30 is live. It's here. And also, you may have noticed that when you win a battle, the victory screen has also been updated because it's nice and shiny. But with that being said, I am Vilisink. I'm going to go get some work done. Expect videos soon, my friends. Keep on reading. Thanks for watching.